Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 32 of Direwolf20's Let's Play Create Above and Beyond series, where I found myself some hellbark saplings. Yay! In addition, I found some hellbark logs. If you remember from last episode, I mentioned that the best way to earn money from the trade station in terms of lumber is going to be silver coins from hellbark logs. Cool. And the gist here is that we're using the carpentry profession. We could also do warped stems. And to be fair, it looks like hellbark trees are pretty small. So it's possible that you could have something like jungle logs that grow really tall. And maybe, you know, we'll see. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. But, long story short, you can see I set up a pretty similar looking contraption over here. This looks probably familiar to all y'all, I would think. And so I built this in advance of the episode so that we would be able to throw it together hopefully pretty quickly. And then from there, you know, have some fun. That's the plan. That's the plan. So I'm going to basically, you know, dump these dudes out here. In the back. Now, I might make this bigger. We might wind up extending this a little bit. We'll see. I haven't really entirely planned out how I want this to go, but the plan is to see if it works out. Hopefully it does. And then we'll kind of go from there. You know what else I want to have is I want to have a little fertilizer on me, just to make sure this works. I don't know if it grows on grass or not. It lets me put the saplings on grass, so I can tell you that much. I'm allowed to place the saplings themselves on grass. Whether or not they'll grow... oh, yeah, no, they grow. See, look how tiny they are. They're very tiny. Yeah, so, you know, we're just going to have to hope that, you know, RNG is good to me, and we get more saplings than we use. So we definitely get sticks. That time we didn't get a sapling, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah, very tiny these trees. So we're gonna have to see, you know, what happens. It looks like on average we get around 1 sapling per tree. Though I think it's possible for them to grow a little bit bigger. I think they can grow up to 3 blocks in height, but we'll find out. Cool. So I'm gonna plop that dude in there. I'm ready for you guys to connect. I'm ready with a Mark II, a medium extraction module. Booyah! How exciting is that? To go into this bad boy. And then what I thought I would do is place a couple drawers over here that are locked. I'm assuming these trees don't drop apples. I think that's probably a safe bet. So we should only need 3 drawers. 1 for sticks, because we just saw that it drops sticks. 1 for saplings, and 1 for the actual wood. So let me get my drawers out here as well. I could just do a 2x2 drawer, and we could throw a void upgrade on it. Does that sound like a nice, cool kind of plan? And then that makes life a little bit easier for us? Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with that. How am I for obsidian? Not great. I should absolutely look at making obsidian. Just curious. Oh, I can wash magma blocks. That's neat to know. But what we can totally do, we can buy obsidian for silver, but no, definitely don't want to do that. The blast chiller will turn lava into obsidian. We could throw one of these into the nether. Where I have that infinite lava thing set up, I might want to look into that. Now that I have access to the blast chiller, right? That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, lots of things obsidian can be used for, but I'm getting distracted as usual. I forgot to actually craft it into a thing because I was getting distracted with how to make obsidian. But yeah, blast chiller in the nether might be a nice way for me not to have to mine obsidian anymore. So once we have this little setup going, I'd like to, you know, do some like miscellaneous tasks around the base. But then the other thing I'd like to do is maybe start getting into, oh, you have slime balls in you. Okay, no, that's not what I meant for you to have. And you're locked. So you're gonna get, you, and my saplings. I'd like to get into Forbidden and Arcanus at some point soon. We're going to have to see how that works out. Okay, cool. So, in theory, this should be good to go. Yeah? And then we just have to be hopeful that everything works out. So you, sir, give me a shaft, and hopefully you connect. Oh, nope, maybe not. There you go. Well, at least we fixed that problem. So, did I forget a glue somewhere? I always forget a glue somewhere. Invariably, I forget a glue somewhere. Does that work? And these guys all should be set to 1. Perfect. Now will you spin correctly? Hey, there we go. Sweet. Now, why are you not planting the saplings? It's an exceedingly good question. Didn't I give you saplings? Oh, because the chest is not stuck. That's why. I missed sticking the chest. That's on me. I always forget when you have to use the sticky versus don't. Now we're cooking. Nice. All right, cool. So that will hopefully grant me a bit of luck. You know, if I get a little bit lucky, hopefully, yeah, we'll see what happens, right? I'm not feeling great about it so far, though, if I'm being honest. Because, look, there's already a sapling just kind of floating there. That's not ideal. Yeah, that's not ideal by any stretch. These guys might be harder to automate than I thought. Oh, look, there was a tall one. Told you could get a tall one. Didn't have a lot of leaves, though, did it? No, it did not. Yeah, see, it's not ideal what's happening here. It's definitely dropping some on the ground, which we don't, you know, really want. And so, I mean, I could try to vacuumulate and collect the saplings that fall on the ground. Not as clean as my other system, let's just put it that way. Alright, folks, we are back, and I'm doing a little experiment here. I've got willow saplings and mahogany saplings. If we look on our map, willow saplings were right here in the swamp biome, and mahogany were over here. So they were actually pretty close to me. And if we're taking a look here, I'm just trying to basically test out. I placed 3 of each sapling in the world and grew them with phytogrow just to see, you know, how much of these we got. And in fairness, I think I got a lot more of the mahogany. So I think my plan is thus. I'm going to, instead of doing the hellbark, which, yes, we will get 8 per thing, right? But let's consider the amount of wood we get per growth, right? We were only getting 1, maybe 2 or 3 at tops pieces of wood per growth chance, and the hellbark was not being well behaved, right? But mahogany logs, like, we get a lot of mahogany logs, right? Like, I'm gonna, let's see, I should put another chest down. Just to store all this junk temporarily. This is my I'm playing with many different kinds of growth logs and figuring out what works chest. Yeah, but the gist is, right, like, we throw mahogany sapling on the ground. Each growth is actually pretty significant if we look at it. And I went and snagged a stack of bone meal from over there, because, yes. That's actually one of the smaller trees from mahogany. You know, we got what I would call a significant amount of wood here, right? That ain't bad at all. That is 100% not bad. So I think mahogany is going to be my sapling of choice. for this process, right? If each tree is going to give me almost half a stack of wood, that's pretty good. And FYI, in the trade station, that gets me 3 silver coins. So the best ones to get would be warped and crimson, but those don't grow naturally. You need to use bone meal to get those to grow. Hellbark, you only get 1 wood per growth, and we were having problems with how short they were. So the other options are things that grow 3. We've got magic, we've got mahogany, we've got willow. So these are the ones that I've been looking at least the ones that were nearby that I could look at. I don't know if palm is better, but I'm feeling pretty good about mahogany. So what I'm going to do is break you. We're going to set you guys to filter mahogany, and I'm going to set up a nice little mahogany farm. So we're going to use a new drawer here. Well, not a new drawer, but we're going to unlock the drawer that's voided, and we're going to put, we will probably still want sticks. We will want mahogany saplings, and then we will want our mahogany logs. Okay. Cool. All right. And then you, hellbark, and other stuff can stay. That's all good. Nice. So then I'm going to take a bunch of mahogany saplings, or at least as many as I can get, and pop them in there. I feel like I should have more mahogany saplings on that, but maybe not. Oh, there they are. I knew I had a lot. And we just let this thing run again. Sweet. That works, right? Look how big they get. They're huge. They really do get pretty big. Right? So we're going to get stacks and stacks and stacks of this stuff, which will be cool. You know, we already have like 5 stacks of it without hardly breaking a sweat. Deal? So then my next question is, how should I get a trade station working for him? So I'm thinking I'll make a new trade station, and maybe I'll either route, what I'll probably do is I will route the wood from over there to over here in a secondary trade station. I'm going to rearrange some of the wiring down there so that we can power things a little differently. So yeah, that should all work out. So I'm going to buy another carpentry thingy. So boom, boom, carpentry profession, please. Thank you. And then I want to make another trade station, which is a brass machine with a dropper. I know I've got brass machines. I made some in between episodes, and a piece of redstone. Shouldn't be too bad. Boom. And boom. Sweet. And I've got flux ducts, and I have a bunch of pipes and whatnot. So maybe we will put the other trade station here. That could be cool. And then you could extract from both of these. I like that. I like that, right? Okay. Now, I wouldn't mind you. What I think I'll do is have you be here. And he should insert 8 charcoal into there, and that's it. Because this guy has a stack limiter of 8. Cool? So he'll insert 8 and be done. Okay? And what this means is I don't have to deal with power too much. Okay? So you should be cool. And then the only other thing I need to do then is insert the carpentry module in there. Cool. And then maybe run some brass iron pipes. Okay. So I'll just run these under the ground. This will just let me get past all this mess. And this is just extra silver for me, is basically what I'm trying to make here. Alright, if I've hit sand, then I know I've gone far enough. Perfect. There we go. So I'm just going to run you with a Mark II extraction module. Booyah. And you're going to pop right all the way over to here. Now what I might do is make it so that you're only allowed to extract mahogany logs. That might not be a bad idea, right? So snag one of you. You are allowed to extract mahogany logs. Cool? So that's the only thing I want you extracting. May or may not have enough brass item pipes. I'm assuming not. It's going to be close, though. We are short one! How does that always happen to me? I feel like that's a very frequent occurrence for Dire, where I'm literally short one pipe. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But hey, there's 8 more of these dudes. This will give me half a stack of these. And we've got more brass item pipes. I knew I was low on those, so I made more brass. I was pretty prepared this episode, I ain't gonna lie. Except for how bad Hellbark behaved. That one I was not prepared for, but, you know. Now, I wonder if medium prevents oversending. I actually don't know the answer to that. Doesn't look like he does, because he's oversending like a bandit. Which I'm kind of okay with. I don't know, how fast does this convert a stack of these into... You know what I could have is I could throw a hopper here, and that would probably behave a little bit better. Though I assume at some point we're going to clear the backlog of mahogany wood that we have, and then it won't be so much of a problem, right? Because like we're burning through our mahogany wood pretty quick. But throwing a hopper there would not be a terrible idea. But hey, there's extra silver income. We'll see how it works out. I mean, we're sitting on 35 silver coins right now. Maybe we'll do better. Let me look to see if there's another option for making money that would be easy to automate right now. I'll be right back. So I did decide to go ahead and throw a hopper on here, just because every now and then what's going to happen is we're going to have like, and I've been watching this a little bit, we're going to have something like, I don't know, let's say 58 mahogany logs in here, and then like 10 are going to come over. Right, and then it's gonna... Are you not able to connect to a hopper? What's up, Chief? Can you not hopper? So that's kind of funny. I wonder if this augment can accept the whole pull from adjacent inventory thing. Because you know what would be even cooler? Is if we had the mahogany logs in here, and then we had it auto pull from the adjacent inventory. That might be even cooler than a hopper. I just need a couple gold and invar for that to happen. Boom. I am probably due for a little bit of mining. I ain't gonna lie. Been a while. Been a while. Didn't I want 2 of these? It would be nice if you could, you know, adjacent inventory pull thing. Oh, you can? Nice. Pull from adjacent inventory. There you go. Perfect. Works for me, right? That will prevent, not a big problem, but just a slight inefficiency, I guess you could say. But check this out. We've already established, like, a significant amount of silver. I'm going to say. Like, we've got a decent amount of silver coming in here. It has not been that long. I think that this tree farm dedicated to making silver is probably a really good idea. The only thing I might do to increase it is make it a little bigger, which shouldn't be hard. You know, I left myself, you know, 1, 2, 3-ish amount of blocks. It shouldn't be a big deal to extend this like a little bit bigger. And then, you know, then what we would get is it would be faster by virtue of the fact that we would have more trees to grow, right? That could be cool. I might upgrade that off camera at some point, like just, you know. But for now, I want to focus on other things. So let that thing cook. We'll get more silver. What I would like to do is complete Chapter 3 completely, just the questing-wise. So we've got some enderium. We would need to get a little bit more. And they're not hard to get. I should check on, because I haven't yet. I haven't looked at this at all, so I have no idea what kind of state this is going to be in. But what I do want to do is get some silver. I'll get like a stack-ish. Yeah, my only annoyance with this is that it's 63 is an even number of ingots. It's kind of a bummer, but whatever. This should auto turn into silver ingots for me. I haven't checked on this at all over here, and I'm kind of curious to see how well this is running. I assume not at all because we ran out of coal, but you know, we're pretty much where I would expect us to be with a healthy amount of poise bushes. All right, that works for me. You know, a lot of these systems right now I have kind of like I need to manually insert coal, and yes, I know that doesn't count as automated, right? But it's a to-do. It's a to-do. We will get there. We're automatically producing the coal, so that's kind of nice, right? Why are you having so much trouble with the power situation here, Chief? Because you produce 40 RF a tick, and... Oh, is it because I have you with an augment? Yeah, you need 60. And now you need 20. So how about I just remove the augment? You know what I could do is I could put the tier 1 augment in there, because I have a couple of them. That would be a break-even point, I think, because I would wager that if default's 20 and that's 60, then this should be 40. One would expect. Yeah, 40 RF a tick. Nice. Just speed it up a little bit. Okay? And that's kind of a break-even for you. So that works for me. And I will... I'm pretty sure these things run faster when they have a bigger buffer. I might be wrong about that. But given a little tick accelerating like that should help the buffer get to a point where it'll be happy, and then we'll be good. Sweet. So this is actually running pretty well. So what I'm going to do is get 4 of those. And by now I should have at least 4, if not all 7 silver. Awesome. And then we should have 16 of these, and you can go into my induction smelter. 4, 4, and 4. Awesome. I like it. And since I have it now, I might as well put you in here. Super awesome. Okay, so that's enderium. I should now be able to come over here, get 8 of these guys, and then we'll be in really good shape. 7. And I always snag that one so that the thing keeps going a little better. Cool. So everybody's running over there pretty well. Pretty well. Not amazing. I would really, really like to, and now that I have, like, better revenue coming in, I'd really love to be able to buy these things, right? We need 5, 5, and 7. So we need a significant amount of gold, but there's things I can do with stuff I have currently to make a little bit gold manually. So I might go that route. We'll see. Like, I don't know what my dragon egg can be used for, but I'm pretty sure I can trade it. Why don't I see the dragon egg in JEI? But it should be around here somewhere. There it is, dragon egg. It can go into the arcane dragon egg, so maybe I don't want to, but I can get 2 gold out of it. I think I'd rather save it, because, you know, we'll get 2 gold pretty quickly from our new farm. But then you guys turn in the induction smelter to get abstruse mechanisms. Okay? So induction smelter, these 2. And this should get me abstruse mechanisms. Sweet. I'm liking it. We are well on our way, folks. Dun dun dun. Quest completed. Enderium infused. Now to make this guy, we're going to need an ender pearl and an obsidian. And I hope I have some ender pearls. I do, yay. And I hope I have some obsidian left. I do, yay. I should make that blast chiller. I should 100% make that blast chiller. Wouldn't that be cool? And then we'd have unlimited obsidian and we wouldn't have to worry about it no more. Quest complete. Boo. Yeah. How cool is that? How cool is that? I'm very, 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 very pleased with this. So with you guys now complete, I can put this and this away. So we've got a little bit of extra silver. We're in pretty good shape with silver. I have enderium machines, which is cool because it means I can get into portality, which means I can teleport around. It means I can make ender tanks, so I can bring lava to the overworld. So, like, forget building the blast chiller in the nether. Why don't I just make an ender tank? Or two, unfortunately. So it will take 2 enderium machines to make a lava tank. But yeah, maybe I should do that. That would probably be a good first use for these, is bringing lava to the overworld, and then we will have basically unlimited lava here in the overworld because we have infinite lava from down there, and that will go a long way towards powering some of our machines that we now have access to, right? We could also get tier 4 components. We can also get ender chests. So lots of good stuff we can do. We can also get enderium pipe modules, which leads to tier 3 resources. Super awesome. All right, let's come back in a sec. All right, so if we think about it, this stuff is effectively, at this point, relatively automated, right? And unlimited. Because we have an infinite number of these from the mechanism we just built. We have an infinite number of these. It's just slow, but we'll be able to speed it up at some point. And we have an infinite number of ender dust, right? So this is literally, we have unlimited enderium at this point. The only thing we have to worry about is time, like how long it takes to get the silver. Which isn't too bad now that we made our mahogany tree farm. So I'm going to go ahead and do the very first thing here, which is going to be, I'm going to get 2 fluid tanks, and we're going to upgrade these into ender tanks. Cool? Cool. All right, I'm pretty sure I have some red dye in my base somewhere. Actually, I do. And then you can, the thing. Because you know me, when I make a lava ender tank, I like it to be red, red, red. And these guys got a new model, by the way. Either that or it's a different mod. I don't know. They definitely look different than they have in the past. Let's put it that way. So into the nether we go, and there's 2 things I'm going to do. One, I'm going to want to make sure that the area that we're looking at is chunk loaded. Because chunk loading is going to be important for pumping up the lava, right? Maybe we can get all of this into one chunk. I don't see why we couldn't unless, you know, bad luck. Yeah, no, we can get this all into one chunk. Let's just make sure that this chunk that I'm currently standing in is loaded. It is. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to say that these 3 don't need to be loaded. It's really just this one that needs to be loaded, right? Cool. So if I were to put you here, would that work? I'm going to say yes. That's working. Cool. And as you can see, one thing I did do is I added a second mechanical pump here because things were just being slow. But that works. Yeah. I like that plan. And now we have an ender tank, you know, full of lava. So in theory, we should have unlimited lava now. And we can put this ender tank wherever we want. And we can have multiple ender tanks, and that'll all be nice. And if there's ever a point where I say, hey, I'd like to have, for example, if I wanted to, you know, keep my my stuff over there running with lava instead of coal, I could do that. Because everything that I'm currently using charcoal for could be switched to a magmatic engine. Like, this could be a magmatic engine. This could be a magmatic engine. This could turn into a lava-based heater, right? There's definitely things I could do, right? So that's an important note. How's my singularity build going? Not bad. I could throw another few of these guys in here. Everything's running pretty smoothly over here, so I'm very pleased with this build. I really, really am. Everything's going in what I would call beautifully. Look, we have 9 stacks of radiant induction coils. Look at that. That is awesome. And we're about to get a few more. Dude, I'm very pleased with that build. Very, very pleased with it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Super cool. And I know, like, a lot of people keep commenting, like, Dyer, it doesn't count as automated if you have to carry the items around. I like to have control over overflow. So at some point, there will probably come a point where everything is fully automated, and that'll probably relate to applied energistics and some other things, and ender tanks and all that stuff, right? But for now, I call this automated enough, okay? I think it's pretty darn good, my opinion. So let's go throw this ender tank right into my base here, because you, sir, could always use a little bit more lava. So you're currently low on lava. Is this still that I can, like, turn the knob here and then boom, you'll start getting lava? Maybe I have to configure you to allow input on the top. I do. But look, lava. Lava for days. Infinite lava. I love it. I do love it. It's actually really nice that I have unlimited lava at this point. Cool. All right, so with unlimited lava in play now, I'm very, very pleased. What else should we look at doing? I'm going to put these things away. And you could probably go into my backpack, and you could go away in Varpipe modules. So we've got that going. I wouldn't mind looking at portality. My only problem is I don't exactly know how this mod works. So I'm going to have to Google it. But I know there is a teleportation token. And I'm hoping this means that I can use this to teleport back to my base. Because one thing that I've severely missed is being able to go out and explore and, like, right-click an item and teleport home, right? So, yeah, I'm going to have to look into portality and how this mod works a little bit. That's definitely a thing I'd like to do. The main gist is we need an enderium machine in order to make a portal controller. But then from that point forward, everything else looks relatively cheap, as we can see. Portal frames are cheap. Everything else is pretty okay. Yeah. So that's going to be one thing we want to get into. The other thing I wanted to get into is Forbidden and Arcanus. Because this is a mod that I don't know nothing about. It looks pretty cool. I hope it's got some neat gadgets and toys in it. Because magic mods are fun. It's, you know, definitely different. I can see some cool things. I just don't know anything about it. And I'd like to know more. So those are, like, my to-do items in the next couple episodes. My blast chiller I'm going to keep up there. You know, I wouldn't mind having one of these. We're going to need to go find some ice, though. Some packed ice. Which we can get by either washing regular ice. So I'm just going to have to get a Silk Touch. I think I have a Silk Touch shovel. Can I shovel up ice? One of these shovels is Silk Touch that I found out there. Yeah, look, Silk Touch. Haha. So, we'll see. For now, though, I think it is a wrapping up point for the episode. So, we made some really good progress today. Number one, we have significantly improved our silver production. Look, we're already up to 45 coins. Like, that is not bad at all. In addition to that, we've got... I'm going to probably expand that between episodes, just so that it's a little bit bigger. And it shouldn't be too hard to do. And then in addition to that, we're going to play around with some other stuff. I should also go mining between episodes. I think that's something that I'll absolutely do. Though I do have more gold, which is nice. And I can go drop this in here. I think we've got a lot to do. So for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.